turned you from a human being into an animal, so you can't even look. A woman passes by and you see a piece of flesh walking by. You don't see a human being walking by that deserves respect. You check everybody out and everything out. You're constantly gawking and staring. You have a hard time putting your eyes down. When you're on the subway, when you're on campus, when you're at work, you're walking down the street, you just can't help it. You see a billboard, you take a second look, you see a third look. You don't miss any opportunity to just to violate your soul with your eyes. You're addicted completely. And then you say, brother, how do I get khushu' and salat? What world are you living in? What world are you living in? Ayyuhal ikhwa, my brothers, specifically my brothers. And I know some sisters have this issue too. It's a sad reality. This is a war. This is a war. This is more dangerous than any military war. This is the war that's destroying our souls. It's making its way into our homes. It's making its way, if I want to protect my children from this stuff as much as possible. But when my child goes to school, and it doesn't matter if it's Islamic school, there's a very high statistical likelihood that someone, a friend, with their iPod, with their mobile device, will say, hey, look at this. It's a very realistic, a thing nowadays. It's not far-fetched. And so I have to prepare my children for the filthy world that they're going to be brought up in. And there's no escape from this stuff anymore. There isn't. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. You have Islamic lectures followed up by, those YouTube puts those follow-up clips, and something will be filthy. Something will have to be filthy. And I don't think that's by accident. I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think that stuff is an accident. And what happens to you guys is you watch a video, you see something filthy, you click it, you click something else, and you end up watching disgusting things. That's what happens to you. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. Especially when it comes to their privates, they guard them. They guard their shame. Brother, what's the solution? Should I get married? Like the guy who asked the other day, how can I get married right now? No, guys, the solution is not marriage. Because if you're a pervert, then you're going to be a pervert after marriage too. If you have no shame now, you will have no shame after marriage. Honestly. You think marriage is going to end your problems? No. Your problem isn't marriage. Your problem is spiritual in nature. Your problem is psychological in nature. You need help. You need to stop this. You need to stop hurting yourself like this. You will have nothing, there'll be nothing left inside you. I just had an email from a teenager who's addicted to pornography, an anonymous email, 14, 15-year-old teenager. Says, I want to kill myself. I can't stop. I've been watching it since I was 11. My parents don't know. I read this stuff and I cry because he's not one. There's millions of Muslim kids like this. Millions. Millions of them. We have to help these people. We have to do whatever we can. And we don't have the trillions of dollars of advertising to counter that. We don't. And it's not realistic for me to say Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, internet, it's all haram. It's not realistic because it's a reality. It's as common as oxygen now. The only thing we can do is have a mature conversation about this and teach our youth to deal with this and navigate this and not fall into it. The elders that are here, stop watching Indian movies, man. Why are you sitting in a lecture talking about salat and the importance of salat and you don't guard your shame? Mother and daughter and husband and wife and sister sitting together watching whatever? God, come on. Stop. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. They guard their privates. But guarding your privates doesn't mean you don't commit zina. It means everything that leads to the temptation. Everything that leads to it. They watch it, they guard it. They know it's under attack. They know that their shame is under attack. They realize that their weakness is their urges. Those urges that Allah put inside of us, that are so strong. Allah put them there for a reason. He did. And every one of you have them. You don't have to, I don't have to have a dalil for you to have them. I know, the guys that are here. You all suffer that challenge every single day of your life, especially in a city like this one. At least in Texas, we're a little more conservative. Not that much more, but a little more. At least in some towns, they don't allow for filthy billboards and things like that. They actually don't even allow the billboards, But that's changing soon because, capitalism wins in the end.
MSA meeting, you guys know what MSAs are, yeah? Muslim Students Association. So he took me to an MSA meeting in Columbia University. I still remember. Baruch College is a small college and Columbia is a big Ivy League school and big deal. So he says, I want you to meet some people. He took me to this MSA meeting. And there's a circle of brothers and sisters, right? And they're discussing what they're going to do this semester. the things that they were going to do included, we're going to sponsor an orphan from Bangladesh. They had his picture. They were going to raise this money among each other, not even ask anybody else for money. We're going to give da'wah to at least 500 people. We're going to raise the Palestinian cause, and we're going to do so by talking about the atrocities that are happening to all of the clubs in Columbia University, in collaboration with 5 other universities, most of which are not Muslim Students Association, like the chess club and the ping pong club and all those clubs, and they'll all sign off on it, and they pulled this off. And they had an anti-Zionism conference at Columbia University, and sponsored by it, and you had like a bajillion clubs mentioned underneath, and MSA was one of them, right? So you couldn't come after the MSA. And I'm sitting there going, my biggest concern was, am I eating pizza tonight or a fish sandwich? And these people are like, they're serious, they're thinkers. They think beyond themselves. This is incredible. And they're my age. Why are they so cool? Why are they so, I mean, I was just mesmerized by these people, you know? And through them I got introduced to my dear, one of my dear role models, Imam Siraj Bahaj from Brooklyn, New York. We became really good friends. And through him I also got introduced to a masjid which was actually very close to my house, but I never went there. The Muslim Center, where I met my Arabic teacher, Dr. Abdul Samia. And my love of Quran and my love of the Arabic language was a gift of Allah to me through him, through that. So it's all of the things that went right in my life starts with a friend. All of them. I gave that talk yesterday, right? It's all of it for me starts with a friend. All of it. And that guy, if you met him, you'd be like, that guy? Really, that guy?
Get taken advantage of, just like Christians and Jews and Hindus get taken advantage of when a small group of people have knowledge and the vast majority of people are not even minimally educated. They're not even educated in the minimum. So I depend on this sheikh or this imam to tell me everything, and I need to know nothing.